Howdy all, this is Shane. It begins again. Tomorrow we're starting to record, as you can see what's going on here. Basically, I think it's just going to be myself and my friend Drew on drums. We're going to do an old school style blues album, which his particular style of drumming suits it really well. This isn't really to replace like the original stuff I do with my main band. This is just something to do that we both really wanted to do, and we both love that kind of music. So this is his kit right here. It's covered in microphones. We've got one of these Yamaha sub kicks going on down here. Now that's really interesting. I've never really used one before, but it's basically like a speaker that, well, a mic and a speaker do pretty much the same thing, just in reverse. But it's got a big speaker or pickup on the other side of that, and it basically it's all lows, kind of like under probably like 70 or 60 hertz and under. It's really cool. And that's the JTS mic there I use on the kick, which is pretty cool, does the job. And he's got his old school kit, man. It's just rocking, absolutely rocking. It sounds good. And no, I'm not going to play it because I'm not a drummer. I'm going to leave it where it is. We're using some Rode NT3s, some 57s, a couple of the Bach drum mics that I've had for a long time. Another 57 on the snare. We've also got another mic under the snare, which is an M3 by Rode, and a Beta 57 or Beta 57, hitting the Beta there, and a couple of other mics. And we've also got another, whatever you want to call them, M3s, and another NT3 there. And up in the corner of the room we have an Audix condenser mic. That was kind of like a last minute decision to do that, and yeah, it's cool, so I'm looking forward to that. And this time round I'm laying down my rhythm tracks with the Axe track for tone goodness, which you can hear there. This is just the Axe track straight in. My Vox amp, Axe track, Strat. That's an idea that I've just put down. Got my rockets. Looking forward to this. And this time around, we're actually using Sony Vegas 9. Something different. I use this a lot for my video editing, for YouTube and Blip TV, but this time I'm using it for the audio, and it's great actually. Like it looks, just sits really awesome in these two monitors. I can see 9 tracks at a time on this side. I can make them smaller, but I like to have a bit of flexibility there. As you can see, they'll all fit, no problems. So yeah, I think we're going to do like a mix of old style blues, like T-Bone and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to put our little twist on it, because frankly we're not black men from the 1915s, so we're going to do what we can to keep that sound going. And yeah, so for those wondering what this Axe track thing is, basically you bypass your speaker from an amp and you go into another speaker that's in a box that makes no noise. Now I got a bunch of demos up on YouTube about this thing, so check them out. Basically this thing's a silent box with a mic and a speaker built in just to keep the noise down, so you don't have to go deaf getting your good tone. So it's really cool. That's another JTS mic, which really I don't mind them, but I'm only using this for guide track, I guess. And yeah, so there we go, down on the floor. Still using the Motu A-Pres, which I've had for a long time. Been great. And that down there is a Joe Meek Twin Q preamp, and that thing rocks. I'm going to do all my vocal takes through that, and it's got a compressor and stuff built in, optical compressor. Technics has headphones. Now this computer has been around for a long time. I've had this since oh man, I don't even remember when I got it. It must have been, I must have built it around 2009 maybe. So it's a Core 2 Duo at 3 gigahertz, and I'll upgrade this soon. This will probably be the last project I do on this old computer. It's good, but I think the next step is I'll just get a second generation i7 or one of the new i5s running at the same speed with either 4 or 8 cores, and that'll just handle the load a lot better. It does struggle sometimes when you're running plugins, but generally like 16, 18 tracks, it does no problem. So yeah, I keep my systems running well, and I usually reformat before I start recording too, just to make sure that I have all the crap off my computer that I don't need, and stop all those unnecessary services, and it's ready to go. And just for volume control, I use this little Behringer Zenix 802, which I've had for years and years. Super reliable. I friggin' love this thing. I have 2 of their mixers. I've never had any problems with their channels, and I've used this to death, so it's been good. The only time it lets me down is if I leave it out and it gets really, really dusty, and then I have to squiggle the little volume controls up and down, but then get the dust out, it's fine. So yeah, I take good care of my stuff. And the Rocket 8s, and I think with these speakers too, this will be the last project I use these for. They're really, really good. They're just too big for my needs now. I'll be moving into a small place pretty soon, and I'll probably just get a set of like 4-inch speakers, or I don't know. I'm going to stay with the Rocket brand. The KRKs are really good. I just want to downsize, get something a little smaller. But yeah, so that's my setup, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we can start recording. So let's get it on.